Hi YouTube, I'm doing another quick update. I don't know if I'll post the last one because it just got long. It just got super long. Okay, so a few things. Not too much to update you about the pregnancy. Well, a little bit about the pregnancy. First one being that I am super worried that I have not heard the heartbeat yet. I've seen the baby on the ultrasound and I know there's one there. But here's where I'm getting really worried. I just got back from the doctor's office and they have the most ancient, I'm talking like probably when my mother was pregnant with me, Doppler. And they did pick up something. He was like, well, that's not your heartbeat. It's too fast, but there was no sound and he couldn't get it to work properly. And I was like, oh God, the thing is so ancient. Being tired has been my number one, if it's a symptom. It's been my number one thing, like a super tired since about 8 weeks. 7 or 8 weeks. And I know you guys, I showed you guys my belly shot for 9 weeks, and there was a little bump there, and I wasn't going to show you guys, but for the week that I had it, it seemed to stay, so I figured it was a belly bump. Belly bump? I don't know. Baby bump. Maybe. Sorry. Anyways, I showed you guys that belly, and then a few days later it went completely flat. So it was bloating, gas, whatever it was that caused it to show. But I was going to tell you guys I have not started showing yet until yesterday morning. I had some cramping. I'm still having some cramping today. I had some cramping last night or whatever throughout the day and last night. And but yesterday morning I had cramping, almost like I was starting a period or just almost like pre-contractions. And I thought, oh, this is way too early for Braxton Hicks. It's just one solid cramp, not bleeding or whatever. Went to the washroom, whatever, still was having it. Wasn't painful, by the way. My period cramps usually get very uncomfortable, but this was almost like the starting of them. And when I walked past the mirror, I noticed right away that I had a belly, and I was like, there's gotta be gas, bloating, whatever, but it was hard. So, like, completely hard. And I can feel my uterus. So, I'm definitely starting to show. There's definitely a bump. I'll have to go inside the house and show you guys the bump. The baby bump. There's just a little one. It's not big by any means. And it probably won't get too much more bigger until next month. We'll see. So, that being said, I did find a Doppler online that I really want to order. And I haven't had the chance to because income, I basically went down for about $5,000 a month, down to under $1,000. My rent takes up a majority of that, groceries. I have had a lot of bills cut down and cut back, and I've had to eventually let a lot of them go. So I'm really struggling right now. I haven't bought anything for the baby. Anything that I didn't have already. I haven't bought anything this pregnancy. So hopefully I can get some more jobs lined up. Pregnancy wise. Anything else I can think of? I don't know. Oh, about 9.5 weeks. This I thought was weird. I've been having a lot of gas bubbles, which I did not have when I was pregnant with my daughter. A lot of women will disagree and say like I had it with every pregnancy or whatever, but I didn't. I did not have, like, you can tell the difference between gas and whatever, between gas and the baby, women who have been pregnant before. Well, about 9.5 weeks I was kind of leaning back at my computer desk and I had gas before, but I felt just the slightest little movement. And I thought, gas bubble. That's what I thought at first, because it was so quick. It was almost like going across my stomach like this, stopping, and going. I'm like, that doesn't feel like gas. It was so light, like fluttery almost. Not rolly like gas would be. Well, I thought nothing of it, whatever. And then I felt it again. And I was like, this is too crazy. I wouldn't be feeling the baby move yet. But I still went on forums, and a lot of women who have had second, third, fourth, fifth pregnancies were saying the exact same thing, that they were feeling it, and people were telling them it's just gas. And it's so frustrating, because you know when your baby's moving. So, left it at that, didn't feel it again. Was laying on my left side, closer to my belly. See, I wouldn't be able to feel it on my, like, laying on my back completely. And I haven't felt anything laying on my stomach, but mind you, I haven't been laying on my stomach. But I was laying kind of on my left side, a little bit on my belly, trying to have a nap, and I felt the same thing again. It was like a little flutter, and then a little flutter, you know, and then it would stop at the very, very top of my uterus. So I was like, baby or gas? Left it alone. 20-30 minutes went by again, and I felt the same thing twice more times. And this was 9.5 weeks. Well, it kind of freaked me out, because I was like, could I be feeling the baby move? Well, last 2.5 weeks, I have not felt anything till probably about noon this morning. Sorry. It wasn't until about noon that I actually felt a little, with my daughter, when I was about 13 weeks, I started feeling her about 11.5 weeks. It wasn't until I was like 13 weeks and 2 days that I felt this. You know, and it was distinct, like a little tap. Well, I felt that today, and I was like, gas. And I felt it again, and it was in the exact same spot. So it was like, and then moved around, shifted around, sat forward, and felt the littlest tapping. And then I haven't felt it since. So I haven't felt anything since 9.5 weeks, and then all of a sudden today around noon I felt that. So we don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I get to about 13, 14 weeks, and we'll see if I'm actually starting to feel the baby move. Oh, round ligament. I've been feeling that since about 8 weeks. I can feel my uterus growing, sorry. I cannot remember. It's been 12 years since I had my daughter, so I can't remember if I felt that then. I know I felt something around 18, 19 weeks for sure. 19 weeks for sure. Where it's like pulling, stretching. Seems like an ovary is gonna burst, a cyst or something. It does not hurt. It just feels like a pulling and stretching. And I've been telling my friends this, and they're like, well, it's way too early. But I feel it. I know what I feel. Now that I'm heavier this pregnancy, I don't know if I'll feel the baby move as much as early on, sorry, as I did with my daughter. But, coming up September something, I can't remember what the day is, I'll be 16 weeks anyways when I have my next, doctor's appointment. Oh, quickly. I'm not getting the 12-week ultrasound. He doesn't want to do that because then he knows he has to try and do other tests. There's so many tests involved, and if you have a special needs child, we don't want to know. If the child comes out special, Billy and I did talk about it. We don't talk about a lot of things, but we did talk about that, and we really could care less. A baby is a baby. We're just going to love the baby regardless of special needs or not, the same. So I gotta cut this off, and I don't get my next ultrasound until 20 weeks. So I'll keep you guys posted on that one. And I'll show you guys my next video, my belly flap.